All right, let's talk about something that I think hits home for a lot of us. You're a builder, a creator, you can spin up incredible things with code. But how do you get from a cool project to a real business with actual paying customers? It's time to stop what some people call vibe coding, just building what feels cool, and start getting strategic. Let's get into it. You know, with AI today, building something is easier than it's ever been. It's wild. They say something like 200,000 new projects are hitting GitHub every single day. But here's the real honest question. How many of those are actually getting used by anyone? The truth is, building is no longer the hard part. The real challenge, the game we're all playing now, is distribution. Can you get anyone to actually see and use what you've built? So you've basically got two choices, right? On the left, you've got what we can call the builder's trap. And man, this is a painful place to be. You build, you launch, and then nothing, just silence. So you think, maybe I need more features. You build more, you launch again, and crickets. But on the right, that's the smart path. This is what guys like Peter Levels do, and he's making millions a year as a solo founder. He flips the script. You build the audience first, you find out what they need, and then you build the product. It's distribution first, product second. So here's the game plan for today. We're going to break down exactly how you can take that smart path. We'll start with this huge power shift that's happened in tech, and then I'm going to give you a 7-part playbook, 7 concrete, actionable strategies you can literally start using this week to go out and get customers. Okay, first up, this big idea at the center of it all. It's called the Great Flip. It's this massive, fundamental shift in the entire tech world. What we used to think was the most valuable skill, well, it's not at the top of the pyramid anymore. And wow, you can really see that shift right here. Go back to 2014. Engineers were gods. They were at the absolute top of the food chain in Silicon Valley. Product people were second, and marketers often just an afterthought. But today, AI has basically made coding a commodity. Anyone can build, so the entire hierarchy has flipped on its head. Now, the people who understand distribution, the people who know how to get customers, they're number one, then product, then developers. If you can get good at distribution, you have a massive, almost unfair advantage. Right, so that's the what. Now for the how. How do you actually get that advantage? Let's dive into the playbook. We're going to start with the first 3 killer strategies. Okay, strategy number 1 is all about using something called an MCP server to be your sales team. Now, don't get hung up on the name. Just think of it like a special API or a plugin for AIs. It lets assistants like ChatGPT connect directly to your product's data. So when someone asks a question that your product can answer, the AI can actually use your tool in real time to give them the answer. The AI literally becomes a salesperson for you, 24/7 for free. And the crazy part is you can get this going like this week. First, just nail down the single most important question your product answers. Simple. Second, build a basic server that just returns that data. You can code that up in a day. Third, you publish it to these special registries so the AIs can find it. That's it. You're done. Now every AI hooked into that system is a potential lead source. Strategy number 2 is an absolute monster, programmatic SEO. This is not about writing a few blog posts and hoping they rank. This is a system. It's about creating thousands, even tens of thousands, of hyper-specific landing pages automatically. You're not targeting best CRM, you're targeting best CRM for dentists in Chicago and every other variation. You find a pattern and you create a unique, valuable page for every single long-tail search, capturing tons of super targeted traffic. And the scale here is just kind of insane. Let's just run the numbers on this for a second. Let's say you create 10,000 pages. That sounds like a lot, but it's programmatic, right? Now, what if each page only gets 30 visits a month? That's it, 1 visit a day. Well, you're now at 300,000 monthly visitors. If you can convert just 2% of them at $10 a pop, you're suddenly looking at $60,000 a month in revenue. It's just a numbers game. So what's the playbook here? 1, pick your pattern. Best X for Y. 2, build a unique data set. You can use tools like Firecrawl to scrape this. This is your secret sauce. 3, create a great page template. 4, and this is key, use AI to generate genuinely unique content for each page, not just swapping out a few words. And 5, launch a small test, like 100 pages. See what works, then hit the gas. Strategy number 3 is a classic, but it's been supercharged by AI. It's the free tool strategy. You built something small, simple, and incredibly useful that solves one tiny piece of your customer's problem. Ahrefs Backlink Checker is the perfect example. It gives you a taste of their product, it solves a real problem, and it makes you think, wow, if the free tool is this good, imagine the paid one. The tool doesn't just market the product, the tool is the marketing. And what's so different now is just the sheer speed. With today's AI tools, you really can build a genuinely useful tool in a single day. Think about it. We all have content calendars, right? What if you had a free tool calendar? What if you shipped one new, small, valuable tool every single week? You'd be building this incredible engine that just constantly attracts your perfect customer. Okay, halfway through the playbook. That's a solid foundation, but let's keep building. You ready for the next 4 strategies? This is where we build an unstoppable growth machine. So for like 20 years, the whole game was SEO, right? Get on page 1 of Google. Well, the game has changed. Strategy 4 is Answer Engine Optimization, or AEO. This is all about becoming the trusted, citable source that AI engines like Perplexity and ChatGPT use to form their answers. Because when search is a conversation, being the source the AI trusts, that is the new page 1. And if you think this is some future thing, check this out. Peter Levels, the solo founder we talked about, saw his referral traffic from AI engines jump from 4% of his total traffic to 20% in 1 month. This isn't coming, it's here. And the key is to create content that gives clear, direct, and fact-based answers that an AI can easily cite. Okay, strategy 5 is super cool. It's all about psychology. It's called viral artifacts. And it starts with a simple question. What does my user want to brag about? What makes them look good? Then you design an output from your product, a graphic, a summary, a badge that's beautiful, shareable, and lets them do exactly that. Your users literally become your marketing team because they're proud to share what they've accomplished with your tool. I mean, the GOAT here is obviously Spotify Wrapped. It gets over 100 million shares every single year. But it works on a smaller scale, too. Think about the GitHub contribution graph. Developers love sharing that sea of green squares. Or the Duolingo streak. These things aren't ads, they're status symbols. They're personal achievements, and they generate millions of free, perfectly targeted impressions. All right, strategy 6 is basically a cheat code. We all know that building a trusting audience from zero is incredibly hard. It can take years. So why not just buy one? There are marketplaces where you can acquire a niche newsletter with thousands of dedicated subscribers for as little as $5,000 or $10,000. And just like that, from day one, you have a direct line to your exact target customer, and you inherit all the trust the previous owner built. It's a massive shortcut. And our final strategy, number 7, is the AI content repurposing engine. It's simple. You create one big, valuable piece of content, a deep dive video, a podcast episode, a detailed blog post. Then you feed it to an AI and tell it to slice and dice that thing into 5 tweet threads, 3 LinkedIn posts, and a script for a short video. It's all about taking more shots on goal. You never know which platform or which post is going to go viral, and this system massively increases your odds without you having to spend all day on social media. That was a ton of information. We've covered a lot of ground, but let's pull it all together and talk about the single most important idea to take away from all this. Here they are again, your 7 weapons for the new era. You've got MCP servers, programmatic SEO, free tools, answer engine optimization, viral artifacts, buying a newsletter, and AI repurposing. This is your arsenal. This is how you win. And this all leads to the single biggest idea I want you to walk away with today. For years, the moat around your business, the thing that defended it, was your code, your tech. That time is over. And AI can't build you an audience. It can't build trust or community. In today's world, distribution is what's rare. Distribution is what's hard. And distribution is the new moat. So here's my challenge to you. Don't just let this be another interesting thing you heard. Put it into action. Look at that list of 7 weapons. You don't have to do all of them. Just pick 2. Which 2 are you going to start working on this week to stop just coding and start building a real business that gets real customers?